and welcome to the program. I'm Antonina Antosha. In late June this year, a huge malware cyber attack paralyzed Ukrainian government and private computer networks before spreading across the globe. Fast forward to this week, and Ukrainian MPs have adopted an important law aimed at strengthening state policy on cybersecurity. Here to talk about this law and what it really means is Serhiy Nesterenko. He's an expert in cybersecurity. Hello, and thank you for joining us. So, as I have already mentioned, a law has been approved. So what is this law on cybersecurity in Ukraine is actually about?
Actually, I would say it's a quantum leap for Ukraine, this law. There is some reasons for that, and some of them is that Ukraine is has been suffering from cyber attack for maybe 5 or 6 last years.
And that long?
Yes, okay. Absolutely. Everybody knows about petty attack, but yes, not many people know about a lot of cyber espionage attack from Russia's side, and it began in maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Cyber
so in 2011, I would imagine
it was a snake virus in government computers in about 5 years ago during Yanukovych era. And then there are many cyber attacks. There are different kinds of cyber espionage from Russia during Donbas conflict, when Donbas conflict begins.
Well, clearly, Ukraine is at cyber war with Russia, and clearly Russia is more powerful in this area. What can Ukraine do to actually withstand with Russia's attacks?
Now Russia is much more harder prepared for that purposes, for cyber war. It's no doubt about that, because Russia prepared for the war and Ukraine did not. Actually, only volunteers and specialists, not non-government specialists, helps to protect Ukraine from cyber attacks from Russia, but not state actually. And now,
does the law presuppose that like certain cyber armies to withstand to cyber attacks from around the globe are going to appear in Ukraine now?
Yes, I think so, because it's give basis to build cybersecurity. Not only cybersecurity, but really I think it would be a cyber war department, counter-espionage department, and actually espionage department. So, because we have not have any law before that.
Yes.
Our Ministry of Defense can do anything, but if it follows the law. But now the situation, I hope, will change.
So does it mean that we need to start with educating the people in Ukraine about the cybersecurity in general?
Yes, that's point number one. Because really, cybersecurity awareness is the most powerful resource to protect any country or state resources or even private resources, so on. Because
how can we educate people? What needs to be done?
Through media, through television, and this law makes responsible private sector to take measures to protect in cybersecurity field. Because before that, in the private sector, nobody cares about that, actually. You could speak to anybody and he said, cybersecurity, what? Why? I don't care about that.
How do we change that?
By the law, because we will be punished if they don't.
What is the punishment then for cyber crimes?
It's not right in the law now, but I think it's the government will be under legislation act will be issued about that.
Okay, so does that mean that maybe we need to start implementing like new classes in universities, or do we just spread information throughout media, throughout social media, and so on?
Actually, now its process is going even without this law, because it's it's a challenge of the world, not only in Ukraine. And when government slows with decisions, but people understand that is real challenge of today's, that's a real challenge of the world today. And we have some courses. People get some courses very candidate. In English, it's of course in English language mostly, not in Russian or Ukrainian. But a lot of people trying to get knowledge in that field.
Okay. When implementing the actual law, Who is going to be in charge of all that? Because the law itself says that the lawmakers are going to be in charge, and those are people of, respectable age, I would say 45. Are they knowledgeable enough?
Yes, it's not a matter of age, but it's matter maybe of interest and knowledge and about something like that. It's not a matter of age. But of course, the Parliament can't control the situation and can't rule it. It must be the
Who
authorities.
should be in control?
People who technology educated.
So do we need to create a new department?
Yes, sure.
Okay.
I think yes, because no, actually for cyber war it must be care of Ministry of Defense, of Secret Service, and so on. And so we've got cyber police, and it's enough competent now. Yes,
but is it successful in detaining cyber criminals?
Yes, but it must take a lot of resources and must take a lot of technologists. And actually, to say simply, it needs a lot of money for that. Clearly.
And is that money going to come from where? From state budget?
Yes, by this law, yes. Okay. The answer is yes. But I don't know how huge it would be, the donation.
Okay. Also, while implementing the law, does Ukraine plan to cooperate with any other countries who are probably more experienced in cybersecurity than Ukraine right now?
Yes, it is in the law, yes. We've got an item about that in the law. And now I would say that cybersecurity is a global process, not local. Mm-hmm. So no country can be isolated in this process. So Ukraine have to cooperate in other countries and to take experience from United States and other countries that are ahead of Ukraine in this field.
Is United States a leader in cybersecurity nowadays in the world?
I would say it's Israel, not USA.
Israel?
Yes, Israel.
Are we cooperating with Israel on the issue?
I know that we try to.
Mm-hmm. So, but we are cooperating with the United States.
Yes, we cooperate. We are cooperating now, and we will cooperate with the United States. I'm sure that we will borrow technologies, we'll borrow specialists, and USA system will be implemented here in Ukraine, maybe in short way, maybe in long way, but I think it would be USA model.
But do you think it's going to be effective, considering that Ukraine is not USA?
It does not matter. It does not depend on the country, because, as I say, cybersecurity is global process. Mm-hmm. So the best procedures, the best organization of this process is in the United States for now.
Well, thank you so much for your comments. It's been such an interesting conversation, and thank you for coming.
You're welcome. Thank you.
That was Serhiy Nesterenko. He's an expert in cybersecurity. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.